Namaste, namaste, precious, precious souls. Welcome to Prayers for Peace and for Healing. I'm glad you all could join us, and we will get started right away. We'll do a quick invocation, and then I wanted to touch on what Reverend Greg actually talked about and kind of pick up on that meditation from the standpoint of the divine eternal that is emanating out and how we can utilize that not only for ourselves, but also for what we're going to do today for the prayers for healing. So with that, go ahead and just place the tip of the tongue on the palate. Just be in a nice receptive pose, palms facing up. To the Supreme Being, the source and fountain of all life, Heavenly Father, Heavenly Mother, to all of our spiritual teachers, Holy Master Choa, Buddha Padmasambhava, to the Circle of Seven, Robert and Arlen, Lord Katumi, Lord Rama, Lord Zoser, the Astarian hierarchy, to the Lord Rabbi Yehoshua Bar Miriam, the Lord Christ, Holy Mother Mary, Lord Kuan Yin Buddha, Lord Gautama Buddha, the Son of Kamara, the Ancient of Days, the Solar Logos, Lord Amen Ra, the Universal Logos, the Central Spiritual Sun, to the Causal Logos. We thank you for your great, great blessings. May we be a channel through which thy holy ones approach the world. Teach us to travel light that we may better gain the heights, break the bonds that bind. Teach us to give ourselves entirely to thy service, to attune ourselves to thy will. Teach us to lay down the small personal life for the greater cosmic life and to love with the love of God. With thanks and in full faith. Om. Tat, tat, Om. So when we think about how do we manifest our reality, we know obviously thoughts, emotions, speech, and actions. I think that's one of the benefits of being an Astarian. We are familiar, obviously, with three seeds: the mental permanent seed, the physical permanent seed, the emotional permanent seed, and how those are manifesting karma and also storing. They're like little chips that record all our thoughts, emotions, speech, and actions. And to think about what we do on a day-to-day basis and on an incarnation by incarnation basis to help transmute the negative karma from past lifetimes. And I'm sure you remember it's an esoteric passage from the Bible: the sins of the father are visited upon 4 to 7 generations. Which doesn't mean that we're responsible for our great, 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 great grandfathers. We're carrying anywhere from 4 to 7 past incarnations of karmic stuff with us in each incarnation. So with that, doing the service that we do, reading the Astarian degree lessons, meditating, doing service, tithing, it's all transmuting. But on the other side of that, it's also building. And that's what I want to explore and to understand that in the aspect of the universal logos, which is something that's mentioned in Sri Yukteswar's book, The Holy Science. And it hasn't been discovered yet by our scientists, but there's a central spiritual sun that our sun goes around. And it's called the central spiritual sun, the one about whom not may be said. And from that great being, there is a divine eternal alum that is emanating out. And you think about how tiny we are, our universe, our solar system, in the Milky Way galaxy, and where we are within all the galaxies, all the universes. I mean, it's incomprehensible, right? And to think about that fundamental oneness of all that is. And then we think about that Trinity within that, the aspect of the universality of oneness. You have the masculine and the feminine, the magnetic, the electric, the yin, the yang, and then you have the Trinity, right? And then that's relevant through any religion, from the standpoint of divine light, divine love, and divine power. And we think about the divine emanation from the universal logos, the thoughts, emotions, speech, and actions that we have, and how we are also influenced in some instances by planetary karma and by the cities that we live in. to a certain degree. So I want you to think about the Trinity from the standpoint of divine light, pure wisdom, pure truth. And again, thinking about what is it that is a hallmark of Astara. I am surrounded by the pure white light, divine light. Only good can come to me. Only good shall go from me. Divine love, the aspect of personal love from the heart and divine love from the crown. Divine power, the will, divine will, or the solar plexus, lower human will. We think about the fundamental principles of wisdom, enlightenment, unconditional love, love for all sentient beings. We have the finite, you and I, in our bodies, and then the fundamental oneness. And to acknowledge that singular oneness, recognizing the oneness in all, kind of difficult, I'll admit, to hang on to that. But it exists on all planes of existence. And the reason I bring this up is I want to tap into that, move up to that, to bring that down, to use this as a invocative command and decree so that it blesses all sentient beings, any being with consciousness. Obviously, we're going to work, which we normally do, on blessing and purifying the elements. And those elements also exist within us, as within, so without, as above, so below. So go ahead and use your hands. You can use a dorje, you can use an ankh if you have your hands. Just go ahead and just turn them basically in around the level of your heart. Curl your outer two fingers down. If you have a dorje or an ankh, you can utilize that. On the other hand, you can just have it palms facing up, or if you want to touch your heart, you can touch your heart. Okay? To all those that we have invoked to, we humbly command and decree in this moment, may the divine, eternal, infinite, emanating out in the lower worlds, the middle worlds, the higher worlds, and all the directions above and below, be directed into and onto our beloved Mother Earth. May this permeate and saturate all levels of the finite on our beloved Mother Earth. May this purify all the elements of fire, of water, of air, and of earth, and all that's associated with fire, with water, with air, and with earth. With fire, lower human will. With water, human emotions, the undines and the precious lives of our oceans and seas. The element of air, human thoughts, the precious lives of the birds and all the hummingbirds, the bees, butterflies, all those that utilize and are associated with air, and our beloved Mother Earth, all incarnated souls, the human kingdom, the animal kingdom, the vegetable kingdom, the mineral kingdom, the atomic and subatomic kingdom. We know as we sow, so shall we reap. And as an act of charity for all incarnated souls, we offer this as an act of charity, this forgiveness affirmation to all those that have injured us. You are completely forgiven, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, sexually, financially, or in any way through thought, word, or deed, knowing or not knowing. On this day, through all parallel time, back through the entire cycle of time, all past incarnations, all of our relationships back through all time, through all of our lives, all our ancestors, all their relationships, you are completely forgiven. We apologize to all those that we have injured, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, sexually, financially, or in any way through thought, word, or deed, knowing or not knowing, on this day, back through all time, back through all past incarnations, throughout the entire cycle of time. all of our relationships, all our ancestors, all their relationships. You are completely forgiven, and we forgive ourselves on all levels. Cut, 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 cut. We release all connections to this. May all these events, all these souls, all these lives be free of their pain, free of their suffering, free of their sorrow, free of their past. This has been decreed, and so it is. May they all be surrounded by the pure white light of unconditional love. Purify our beloved Mother Earth of all seeds of war on all levels of existence. The need to conquer others, to control others. As King Solomon talked about 3,000 years ago. The 5 cursed nations, purify all the aggressors and all those that are associated with aggression. Purify the anarchists and all those that are associated with anarchy. Purify the violent ones and all those that are associated with violence. Purify the cowards and all those associated with cowardice. And purify the voluptuous ones and all those associated with the voluptuous ones, or lust or addictions. Bless and heal all cruelty to animals, to humans. Bless and purify the vegetable kingdom, the mineral kingdom, the atomic and subatomic kingdoms with the divine emanation. May they all be aligned with may the divine eternal resonate. Blessing all incarnated souls, all sentient beings, all who have sent in prayer petitions, prayer requests, healing petitions, healing requests. Purify all sentient beings spiritually, mentally, emotionally, etherically, physically. May this sacred, compassionate action, may this manifest, purifying the crown, the forehead, the ajna, the back head, throat, the front and back heart chakra, the front and back soul, the front and back spleen, the navel, the main men, the sex, the basic, the perineum, under the armpits, elbows, hands, hips, back of the knees, soles of the feet. All the energy centers below the feet. Um, um, Purify the circulatory, the respiratory, the digestive, the secretive, the eliminative, the muscular, the skeletal, central nervous, sympathetic, parasympathetic nervous system, the Sushumna nadi, the 8 electrical nadi and their contact points, the head, the arms, the body, the legs, the feet, and the earth below the feet of all incarnated souls. All negative programs, negative thoughts, negative emotions, curses, decrees, vows, oaths, spells, all negative energies that are against the divine principle of free will. May these be obliterated, dismantled, disintegrated, externalized, and released. May these be purified by the grand eternal Aum. 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 Tatatso, tatatso, tatatso. Tatatso, tatatso, tatatso. We are one with the great consciousness, which is God. We are one with the great consciousness, which is God. We are one with the great consciousness, which is God. With the awareness up to the crown and the heart simultaneously. And imagine this coming from the creator of all that is, The love of my heart pervades the world and all of creation. There is not one being in all the world this love has passed over. It is suffusing every atom, every being of this world, of this universe, of this galaxy, within all that is. This love flows from a heart known great with love and mighty and far reaching into eternity. Om, Om, Om. Let's go ahead and place your hands, palms facing up. Just go ahead and keep your eyes closed. Be aware of the energy centers if you'd like, or just be aware of your crown and 3 inches above your crown. Crown and the archangel associated. Metatron. Forehead. And the archangel Raziel. Yeah. Oh, no. The eyes, the archangel Zapkiel. Elohim. The throat, the Saki El Yahovah Elohim. The heart chakra, Chasi Saki El El solar plexus, front and back. Archangel Kama El Elohim Gibor. The navel, Archangel Michael, Yahovah, Al-Oah, Vada'a. The lower left ribs, the spleen, front and back. Archangel Ani El Yahovah Sabaoth. On the spine, the backside of the navel, the men, Archangel Raphael. Elohim Sabaoth, the reproductive organs, Archangel Gabriel, Shaddai El Gai, the base of the spine, Sandalphon, Adonai Malchut, Yod He Voshin He, Yod He Voshin He, Yod He Voshin He, Yahovah Shah, Yahovah Shah, Yahovah Shah, Yod He Shin Vov He, Yod He Shin Vov He, Yod He Shin Vov He, Yahishua, 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 Yahishua. Bless all sentient beings with the pure white light. May the pure white light surround all sentient beings. I am surrounded by the pure white light. Only good can come to me. Only good shall go from me. Only good can come to me. Yehovah Shah. Only good shall go from me. Yahishua. We give thanks. We give thanks. We give thanks. all that we have invoked to all the archangels, their feminine complements. Thank you for blessing all with protection, with illumination, with unconditional love, with hope and guidance, with healing and truth, with peace and brotherhood and sisterhood, with miracles, mercy, and compassion for all. Shah, Yahi Shua, Tatatsu, Tatatsu, Tatatsu. Blessings continue to manifest in all areas of your lives. All those who have sent in prayer petitions, prayer requests, healing petitions, healing requests, all the turmoil that's happening, may all be blessed. Thank you for joining. Namaste, namaste, precious, precious souls. We'll see you tomorrow for blessing and prayer petitions. Thank you again. Namaste.